Gab, thanks again for coming along and supporting us. Now, what was interesting in the chat this morning was similar themes to last year. Figures change a little bit, but the still principal one is kind of energy saving and the blocking. Did you find that interesting?
Yeah, so things haven't changed in terms of what end users are saying, in terms of what is a barrier to making investments. I think a year later, it's clear that a lot more technologies are available. They're being commercialised. We're working with some of our biggest customers to bring those technologies to bear. But the feedback from the room, large percentage, is that leadership is still a blocker.
Yeah, and that is, I think, still something, you can't really do something about the driver of energy prices or saving. But the leadership thing is a very interesting one, and there was a question about behaviours. Yeah. What do you think we can do about addressing that?
Well, look, the feedback from the room was that even though the technology might be available and we can get a great business case, sometimes the leadership of large organisations is looking to spend any incremental investment money that they have on things that will help grow the business. Augmenting a factory or anything that creates more sales, more revenue, rather than focusing on cost reduction, even though the business case and the technologies are now available.
But one guy in there said, actually, don't think of it as a cost, think of it as a way of earning money for the business.
Yeah.
That was an interesting point.
Yeah, well, what we're finding is that there are a lot more incentives available in the market, whether through distribution, network operators, or National Grid, the transmission and system operator, that are available, that if businesses can have great flexibility, they can export back into the market, and that demand side response or that export of energy can actually create revenue for them, make the business resilient and create revenue. The other thing that seriously looking at your energy infrastructure does is that making the right choices means that businesses may improve their production. So we worked with a large building materials cement business, putting in sensors to understand what they're doing, and they found that the way they're operating their conveyance meant that they were using energy when they didn't need to, or that the equipment wasn't working as it should. And by doing a quick bit of analysis, found that they could save £200,000 just off the back of 2 or 3 data points and sensors.